pity will is it not our people to bring so much shame upon
Destiny awaits.
I'm going to be able to enjoy all of the opportunities and the memories that we made going out celebrating. I had my birthday whilst we were there performing. We also had one of the main cast's birthdays as well. And you had every single person get together and go out and celebrate and have fun. You had people in their 20s, you had people in their 30s, you had literally this huge group of people that when you think about people connecting together, you think, oh, well, they might not find many things to talk about. But you had every single person enjoying themselves, and it doesn't matter whether you were with somebody who was 40 years older than you, 10 years older than you, younger than you. You had every moment completely unhindered. You just thought to yourself, cool, I'm just going to go and have fun.
What the Iniquity Camwedd mean to me as a project? It was a fascinating delve into history in a subject I knew very little about. And it brought together a team of people that became a family.
Yeah, so I have suffered with depression for a many number of years. I suffer with anxiety, getting involved with the people, doing changes. So doing this play absolutely brought me out of my shell. If that could happen any more than what it does. But yeah, go and see what people went through and share my experience with me, with other people. Other people in the crew as well, suffering the same thing. So we were just soundboarding off everybody, and everybody was just outstanding. So the depression for me went down a bit. It was just, I can't thank everybody enough for the process, and the sound biting off everybody.
To be brought into, and I keep calling it the Iniquity Camwedd family because that's what we've become. Stuart told me from day one, when we do this and we get it right, we might not see each other from one year to the next, but we'll walk into a room and it'll be hugs, it'll be kisses, it'll be embracement. It will be the passion that we knew that we took the project to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and we successfully come away from there having completed our mission.
For me, the play was maybe a distraction at the time because things were difficult at home. I got so involved and so excited and so enthusiastic about the play. I also have made so many friends, which has changed my life considerably over the last year, and they will be lifelong friends. And I am absolutely thrilled that the things are moving on with Iniquity. I'm so excited to think that the play is going further, and that's why I will back it all the way.
We keep talking about the Iniquity family, but we really were a family. We were eating together, we were sleeping in dormitories together. We got to know each other, but we had such fun. But there was such a serious edge, obviously, when you think of the theme and what it was all about. You know, there was the parade each day from where we were staying, about 2 miles from the Royal Mile, and there was a parade each day to the theatre. It was incredible that we were performing in a prestigious theatre. We weren't just there in a schoolroom or whatever. We were in a theatre right on the Royal Mile. It was a prime place to actually perform this. And then when people were coming from all parts of the world and giving their feedback, is this a story so true, and then signing petitions, and then to be awarded a prize at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, well, it's more than anyone could expect. It was, you know, to take this story, which has to be known by the world. Everyone should know this story. It shouldn't be forgotten about. And we did our utmost, and we're still doing our utmost to get the petition signed and to make sure that his name is cleared.
I think it was important to recognise that sort of historic day and send that communication to the team up in Edinburgh to just show the importance of the work they're doing. It was quite an emotional day down St Mary's, where we met a number of people within the community, and they all shared the same sentiment as me, that the work that was going on in Edinburgh played a huge part in spreading the history of this play across the world and one of the biggest festivals in the world. And it was a matter of pride. I represented the team in Port Talbot while the rest of the crew were representing Iniquity Camwedd in Edinburgh.
So I had the wonderful experience of opening the production of Iniquity Camwedd 2022 on stage in Port Talbot. As my role as a narrator, I began by kind of setting the scene, explaining who the audience are about to meet on stage. And within my role as a narrator, I mean, that was exhilarating. That was such a proud moment for me, walking out on stage and being able to, like I say, literally open the production. However, alongside that came the notion that in a couple of weeks, I was going to be closing the play at Edinburgh Fringe. I don't think I really understood how I was going to be feeling in that moment. I mean, I definitely couldn't have guessed just how that experience would continue to develop at the Fringe, within me emotionally, being part of the family that was the cast, living with everyone, every day, putting one foot in front of the other, and making sure that our story was heard. By the time we got to the final production, the weight, the emotional significance, and the history of what we were doing had really just taken over my entire sense, to be honest. And then it was the 13th of August. It was the anniversary of Richard Lewis's execution. And I would say that I had the responsibility of closing the production. And it was a lot. It meant the world. But in that moment, I wasn't, to be honest, I know it doesn't sound too good, but I wasn't really acting at all. The emotion I felt was very, very real. Being on stage, making sure that the people in the audience, although they came for that day, it was more than that. It was making sure that our voices were heard, that they were going to be heard, and that they were going to continue to be heard. And yeah, the emotional gravitas of that moment, I mean, it still kind of gets me, to be honest. And I must admit that, in all honesty, the moment of uttering those final few lines was without a doubt the most significant, I think, and the most pertinent moment of the entire journey for me. Yeah. Nos da Dic Penderyn, a true Welsh hero.
Of 1831, 10,000 workers marched as one, an insurrection had begun to end the debt of slavery. Iron workers and miners came, and labourers to break the chains, united in their common